Oh boy, Pisces, this is going to be an interesting read. Let's get into it. Stay tuned. Welcome to YILDIZ Readings 5D, a place in which we cover astrology, psychic updates, as well as the twin flame path. I do come to you live on Fridays, and if you do click the bell, you get the updates by zodiac sign and more. And very importantly, we do have new hubs opening early in 2022 and beyond. Galaxy Pub for information content, as well as the Age of Aquarius magazine. So without further ado, let's get into the update for your zodiac sign. And if you need to see me live, as I mentioned, live on Fridays. Welcome back. Okay, now I do have your Venus reads on the website at the moment if you want to go and have a look at them for this Venus retrograde. Without further ado, let's get into the update. Now, what I'm seeing playing out here is you're trying to make peace with the situation, and it could be you're trying to make nice with things. One message that is coming through is you do have it's almost like, Pisces, I get this feeling that you're like a fly on the wall in the mid-month, right? And being that fly on the wall, it could be that you're walking on eggshells to a degree, maybe trying to reach peace for things. Definitely, as we had Neptune and Pisces go direct, some of these reality checks were really hitting us. So, you know, it really resonated with me, that's for sure. So Neptune going direct, it was at the first day of the month. And now where we're at after that eclipse in Sagittarius, for your zodiac sign, it's asking you to step into the truth of who you are. And this could be a very, for you personally, you may be feeling, gee, you know, suddenly we're needing to look at left and rights. We're needing to really level up and make decisions. Some of you can have a lot of things surrounding home, environment, and family. But there is something to do with the polarities of who you are and what you need to let go of. And there's something that you need to let go of. I do really feel whatever has gone down, it's really pushing you to move into your destiny, but to be very, very wise. And, you know, with the polarity of Jupiter, Jupiter tends to want us to just jump in the deep end. It's a little bit like the Fool card in Tarot. What I'm seeing is you're being very cautious, but you're kind of hoping things can go back to that even keel level. But what I'm sensing is Neptune is really saying, look, you know, we always tend to have 3 warnings in universe. So universe is blowing that first horn, and it's, you know, one polarity that comes up. The second time, it's an air miss. The third time, if we don't directly own our power, it tends to happen to us for us. So I get in the heart of it. It's almost like you're really digging deep and you're going into your heart, and you're saying to yourself, okay, on my side of the fence, what is that I can do? What is universe actually calling on me? And I feel this is to do with a head and heart decision, a major decision that you need to make to create that stability. I feel the warning dates for you guys would be near the 24th and come New Year's Eve. But I definitely feel, you know, with the movement forward, once we hit that new moon for your zodiac sign, I feel it is about major decisions being made. I feel a lot of the conversation pieces that you're going to be having with people around you are to do with the warnings on the wall, you know, the writing on the wall, the things you've seen. You know, sometimes we can see that certain things aren't good for us, but we keep doing them. And I feel universe is really liberating you up out of that cycle to give you something far better than what you've been having. I do feel there's a sense of nervousness, however, and the nervousness is in the heart. You kind of feel like, you know, sometimes we can feel our fate is signed and everything's going to be quite one way or another. But again, in the heart, it's like, what are you going to do with that fate? With the circumstances and the warnings of universe, the acknowledgement, you know, you've had some illumination relating to your foundation. Now, another reason base chakra can be coming up for each zodiac sign is due to the fact that Venus moving retrograde in Capricorn is relating to foundation, you know, our values, our diet, our health, our well-being, to do with passings of people and the feelings that we have to do with those situations. It can be very traditional in a sense. So if you're wanting to keep everything stagnant and exactly the same, the universe is kind of shaking it up and saying, it doesn't mean that if we change that it won't be far greater than what it was before, but we're having to revisit some of those circumstances, some of those fear-based frequencies. I do feel some sense of illumination has come to you. This might have been information communication, but it's something to do with the change that's coming. And for some of you, it can be making you feel anxious. I feel you're having to take a really honest look at this. And I feel you're kind of, like I said, the fly on the wall and looking at it. your love interest right now, there are changes happening between you and your love interest. And this person is really, really certain. But the question is, Pisces, you know, is that where you are? I feel they have a certainty. They're wanting a certainty. They have a reality to do with their psychology and love. And again, another thing that can come up during this time is differing in value systems. So we need to be quite gentle with the ones that are nearest and dearest to us. Also with a vibration of values, okay? So that can be sticking points. There can be squabbles during this time. Even usually during the beginning of a Venus cycle is generally romanticized because it's sitting in the house of Capricorn. I do feel some of it can be bringing up some sense of, you know, no, this is my value. No, this is my value. And it's who's right, who's wrong. Many of us, and especially relating to your love life right now, I do think there's external situations going on very separate to your love life. So it is particularly feeling like your story, your storyline, you want to have passion, you want to have love for it, but because you're not feeling that right now, and I don't directly feel this is to do with love, I feel it's more in your energy. There's some sense of, but you know, I feel it's mincing words. It could be mincing words, not saying things how they are, because you're trying to sum that factor up yourself. Some of it can be a trigger sense of where you feel your life is going versus where they want to go. And again, we do have communication here, so you can actually speak your truth. I do feel there could be some passionate words. And I'm hearing the term pressure, and it can be, again, energies can swap. So this pressure could be projected in your love interest path, or it could be something that's just overall really playing out in your life at this point in time. Okay, what is the advice for Pisces surrounding these circumstances? I feel you're hoping the pendulum is going to swing in your favor. And it's funny because I'm hearing love conquers all things, and I do feel this can be to do with friends, family, environment, but it's not giving your power away. It's actually taking those direct steps. I do feel some of you aren't quite knowing what some of those steps are. What's this pendulum energy, please? Okay, it's something, okay, this does make sense. Now, I feel for some of you, you've taken a role on in your tribe. And it's the way you've been raised, and it's the things that you feel for very separately. My beautiful Pisces, you guys are your own individual, unique compass. And so many times we are connected to tribe, but we are also very individual. And I feel through the Neptune and Pisces, it's like whatever that role was that you felt you had to be, universe is saying to you, you're so much greater than what you have been doing. You're so much greater than that role you've been playing. And that role, to a degree, has been protecting you. And it's been helping you actually avoid certain hopes and dreams and aspirations. And I feel now you're realizing that in connections will enhance us and grow us. Connections can also, in a sense, when we are in avoidance, they can hold us back. And I feel you're having this revelation, but I do feel some of you are really pulled in two directions. No joke. Pisces. Balance. Okay. It's give and take in all connections. We can't be everything to everyone. And I feel this decision. It's like some of you, the heartstrings, it can be people around you are manipulating you. It might be the circumstances and the emotions that are coming up are making you feel that way. I just keep hearing, what do you want? What do you want? Is this what you want? And yet again, I keep feeling you're questioning what your destiny is. I do feel if people are projecting towards you, you're realizing it. But I feel through this projection, it's a story. Now, we all do this. We have stories in our life of the way we see something. And I remember being at a session with my daughter once, and the therapist said, and it was counselor, coach, you know, she said to my daughter, what do you see on this side of the box? And she explained with intricate detail. And then the therapist said, well, this is what I see, which is both sides technically. And then she asked me, what do you see? And I explained, and she said, but you're saying this is all there is. And I think that's the reality in life. Sometimes when we're having a really extreme experience, It's like we're reenacting a wound in a conversation piece, and I feel this extreme experience that's coming through for you is it's actually giving you a few home truths of why the vibration is so high. Now, what do I mean by that? We have the scrying mirror. You know, you have, because of your experiences, you see how something should be. And you're predicting and anticipating things. But there's also projection, okay? So it may be, this is what I think would be the best course of action. This is where I see my life going, and that's perfectly fine. Yes, we do have tunnels and doors that do come through that tunnel. So sometimes it's about being open-minded and letting go and going with the story. I feel some of you are trying to hold it back and feeling that the past is the only safe space. Others of you are feeling that, you know, how do you merge this? How do you merge it where both parties can get everything they want out of it? And I think that's the difficulty at this point. Okay, what is the joint energy and solution, please? What's the solution? I do feel communication's the key, and I feel if you've really been holding it in, it's just about being honest about where you're at and where you see things going. As I mentioned with the tunnels can be an analogy that Spirit is using to actually explain to you. You're presuming something is going to go in a certain way, but I feel you know, if this other person doesn't know how you feel to do with this and the conversation has been hidden from them, until they ask, until you discuss, nothing is known. The story is a predictive event over a realistic event. That's what they're showing me. Okay, what is the solution to this, please? It's about being true to you. So I feel, you know, sometimes I've been saying this for quite a bit, and it was Neptune retrograde, right? We've got this poker face on. It's like, this is what we feel we need. This is the way we see circumstances as. As we move to the other side of it and it goes direct, we now in a spiritual, psychological, emotional sense, maybe with our habits and routines, we've had to restructure and really look at, okay, how can we actually now with that truth be the most authentic version? So in a projection sense, sometimes we can feel quite cross because this person is maybe triggering up a wound in us, but automatically it's about you being honest to yourself. And I feel once you are about what those things are, if the communication comes through, what is the solution, please? And that's for those of you that have no communication, because you're probably saying to me, YILDIZ, we are not in communication. I do feel majorly what I am seeing coming through in this read is there are, beg my pardon, multiple things coming up. Yeah, it's again, if the communication comes through, it's about being transparent. We've got Virgo here, right? It's about being transparent, teaching people how to treat us. So it's really being transparent, right? So I'm seeing that there could be some very awkward conversations, but these awkward conversations are going to help the other individuals in your life know where you stand. I do feel this can be quite an emotional time moving into Christmas. But again, this anxiousness is you're actually second guessing yourself, beautifuls. And it's really saying that, you know, you have a really grand next 6 months. I need you to trust yourself. There can be wonderful opportunities for you moving forward. But the second guessing of yourself and taking on a role, there is a little bit of shadow work you're doing. And I feel as you move into peace with that and accepting who you are, knowing that good and bad people get good and bad situations, I feel you're going to be able to get the best out of it. Now, I am going to check into this romantic interest. I'm also going to see what the external surrounding energies are that are really blocking you and anything that's been hidden from you. So if you do want to come through and have a look at that, feel free. The link is directly below. Listen to the rest of the video. Very separately, I will be live during the week on Fridays at 7 a.m. Keep an eye on the community tab as well as in the members hub. Now, on top of that, we do have a giveaway in the month of December. It's being launched on the 24th. And it will be announced in the community tab, one on the members hub and one on the main page. So if you want to be part of that, number one, subscribe to the channel at YILDIZ Readings 5D. And for a second chance, you can go into the members hub and subscribe to that, and I will notify you through the community tab. Otherwise, love and light, guys. Merry Christmas, Happy New Year, and I'll see you through the week. The link for the Members Hub is directly below. We also do have additional videos coming. Galaxy Pub is launching early 2022. Anything spiritual, the subjects covered on that channel. Very separately, we have the Age of Aquarius. Now, you can go onto the website, the VIP list is there, and when it's ready to launch, I will give you those updates. Bookings online and webinars as well. Live every Friday at 10 a.m. on the main platform, and 3 sessions a month at $11 in the Twin Flame Hub. Do keep an eye on the community tab because I am automating posts and giving you updates for the moon energies by zodiac sign. Love and light, I will see you throughout the week, both live and for your zodiacs. Take very good care, and I'll see you on the other side.